world, so let's just keep this conversation big. So I would like to introduce one of my team members, Ms. Laura Turner Seydel, who has been a key part of this movement.
Well, the day is finally here. Happy Valentine's Day, happy V-Day. The day, we've been working on this for a whole year now, and the weather messed with us a little bit, and we apologize for that. We were gonna have a lovely march to Grant Park, the Stop Trafficking march, but anyway, at least it's rain or shine. We're inside in this historic place, and I'm just so glad to be part of this. I just want to thank Allison Gars for all of the heavy lifting that she did. And a couple of other key organizers, Randy Lane, Lisa Parsons, Diane Doherty, Bobby Paul, and I'd like for the rest of the committee to stand up and be recognized. Come on. Come on. My grandmother always used to say, many hands make light work. And in this case, it's the truth. Last year, at the same time, what we participated in, the 1 billion rising, it happened all over the world in 207 countries, and tens of thousands of events and activists came out, and as a result, legislation was drafted and passed, women and girls were empowered, and grassroots networks sprung up all over the world. And so now we've evolved, and it's 1 billion rising for justice. This is what Eve Ensler, our fearless leader and Shiro, envisioned. Several years ago, and I am the mother of 2 daughters. How many of you have daughters in this room? And well, granddaughters, mothers, sisters, 1 in 3 of them will be raped or brutalized in their lifetime. And when I think of what is happening in Atlanta with sex trafficking, that actually about 34,000 young girls will be trafficked in a year in our city, it just makes me sick. And I imagine that this could be our daughter or our sister. And we've got to do something about it, and that's why I'm glad you're all here today, and we'll give full attention to all of the organizers and activists who have been working on the ground in the city, in the trenches, year after year, to make a difference on these issues. And I'd really like to thank all of them for being here today and for the work that they've done. So a round of applause. And Eve sent me a statement that she wanted me to share with you about what is happening around the world, and I think you'll be inspired and excited when you hear it. Here we are at the Great Rising. Here, where every minute a new story, a new song, photo, poster, poem, justice video is made and released from some part of the world. Young girls in the Philippines chant on the streets that if this is the new world, I want to be part of it. Here, where a genius woman mentor of formerly incarcerated women in South Central LA decides on the spot to call a rising at the county jail, essentially a mental institution where women inmates are horribly abused and left for untreated, where hundreds of thousands of rickshaw drivers in India are sensitized about sexual violence and now carry signs on their rickshaws that say, "My religion is respecting women," where the best hockey players in Croatia create a justice video to talk to men about violence against women, where farm workers for immigration reform are rising in 11 U.S. states and 4 Mexican states, where youth are rising in South Africa, Bangladesh, Philippines, and India, with poetry, concerts, dancers, and militant protest, where hundreds of cities across Italy and Germany are rising, and in Palestine, where the Police Academy, Ministry of Women, Ministry of Culture, and the government of Ramallah and the municipality are coming together to deal with the issue of domestic rape and honor crimes. Here in the dangerous zones of Syria, Congo, Iraq, Iran, and Somalia, where women are risking their lives to rise and take back the streets. Here in the Caribbean, where they rise to make all forms of marital rape illegal. Here in London, where a coalition of women demand an end to female genital mutilation and justice for asylum seekers, domestic workers, and incarcerated women. In the U.S., where activists are working to end human trafficking. In Miami, San Francisco, and where else? Atlanta. What is clear is that 1 Billion Rising for Justice has gone beyond a one-day action in 190 countries. It is a global determination to end the multiple violences, racial, gender, economic, and environmental, that intersect with violence against women. Women and men know a new time has come, and it will be determined and directed by activists on the ground in each community who know the justice they need and deserve, and community that they need and how to get it.